Shit. Welcome back, G Squared. Garrett, how you feeling?
Feeling pretty well. What's what week is this? Week 3 or 4?
Week 8, real time week. I think this is our fourth
Wow.
Fourth showing. Yeah. You know, we've gotten a little popular. There's 33 views on the last one. I think 13 of them were me and Garrett watching ourselves because see how shitty we sounded.
Got cut off for music.
We got some special guests here tonight. We're going to let you know a little bit later. Hopefully they don't keep interrupting me when I talk.
Yeah, G to the third.
Zapped. We were talking about this a minute ago. Dude, this was like pre-game, pre-podcast talk. So me and Eric were the only ones alive left in this survivor pool where... So what it is like you pick one team to win each week, but after that, you can't pick them again the rest of the year. And this week we picked the Patriots at home Monday night against the Bears, who are dog shit, or have been dog shit. And I was just telling him, dude, like, I don't regret it. I would have done the same thing 100 times out of 100, but Patriots got stomped. Garrett was watching it with me. I was like, Garrett, what's going on? Like, they got down 14-0 quick. And then they climbed back and they were
Bailey
up.
Zappi came in.
Yeah, Zappy came in and they got zapped and they were looking good and then it just went to shit like super quick and like. What? Tell them about it, Garrett.
Yeah, it was.
Tell them.
Today, Junior. Anyway, but yeah, I think Zappi's the way to go. I don't like Mac. I like Mac Jones, but I think long term, I think Zappi's got a higher ceiling than Jones.
I actually really like Mac Jones. I just don't like the fact that Belichick is so, like, to a point where he's promoting guys that are defense coordinators to call the plays on offense.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Like, Matt Patricia is your offense coordinator, who is
the
defense coordinator with the pin in his hat, and he was the Lions head coach there for like
check this
a
out.
season because he was that bad. Like,
if Zappi's a rookie quarterback and he's this good with a defensive coach calling plays, imagine if he had a real offensive coordinator.
Yeah, no,
How good was Zappy? That's what I'm saying. He has a higher ceiling than Jones,
right,
in that aspect.
And chances are he could be more consistent. Cheers, cheers, Tank. We got our sponsor, Jaeger Shop, coming in. Thank you to our other special guests. Also, side note, before I forget, I have these new kicks on tonight. Let's see if we can get these in the frame. Ugh. See those with the white bottoms? I gotta thank the old Hitman there for having too small of feet to be able to fill them out because it's a present for my mom, meant for him. So thank you, Mom. Appreciate it. Sorry, I got the biggest feet in the family, I guess. And I got new kicks out of it, so I just want to give that little dig. But no, thank you. Seriously, it was the Hitman's birthday over the weekend. We were able to go to the Carolina game with the Troikas, and Bobby Berry was in the appearance, so that was always interesting. And we ended up winning. That was a fucking blast, dude. I had a great time with that.
That opening kickoff was insane.
Yeah, dude. And honestly, this allowed us to play that stadium since
y'all beat Georgia? Since
2012.
Since Ace Sanders'
Right.
return?
Yeah, because I wasn't even in the stadium that game, and it sounded like a bomb went off or something. It was not. But yeah, that'll do it. Old punt returns, but or kick returns. But it's gonna be rocking again on Saturday.
It's Mizzou.
I don't think there's a reason why we shouldn't be 7-2. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, Missouri's kind of a dumpster fire.
We beat Florida 8-2. Is game day come?
No.
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 They're already doing their obligatory HBCU game this weekend,
Yes.
so we don't have to worry about that being on that week.
I have to look at the future.
They have to get in case like no one knows who Deion Sanders is. They have to make sure let them know like he's getting richer by like giving back to the community. Like he has rappers like bringing him like jewelry and shit now. Like
he just wears stuff that people give him. He doesn't buy anything anymore.
He'll be the next Florida State coach, and then they'll end up being even shittier, and they'll realize that he's not a great coach. But anyway. honestly, like the white nerdy guys are taking over. And it's funny, like in the off season, I gotta I guess you know what? At this
White
point,
nerdy guys.
I know.
You
All right.
talking about in our league?
So you know what? At this point, I know that like YouTube is about to ban my ass. I don't know if I told y'all this earlier, but the last video that we posted with Gordo's like big like Gordo takeover. You can't watch it in Russia and like one other country because of the music that got taken over. So I'm sure they're just watching my shit now. So if I start talking about race, like whatever, like at least y'all can watch our videos. But I'll just have to start like doing it on Skype or something. But
just get get one of those bleepers.
yeah,
And just
dude, there was so much controversy last year. There's not enough black head coaches hired, right?
Yeah.
Like
Well, there's a
the
reason.
Flores guy from Miami, I loved him, but they let him go, and they hired this white nerdy guy who like Gordo looks cool compared to him, and Miami's doing awesome because like the name of the game now is like hiring these offensive coaches or whatever,
Miami-
you know, like it's not like just hiring guys just because like what their race is or whatever. It's like-
Miami fucking sucks.
I disagree. I think if you look at the high risk, high rewards team, I feel like we can.
No,
Hiring them based on IQ.
Miami lost to Middle Tennessee State.
No, I'm talking about Miami, like the Dolphins.
Oh, okay. Oh, like Brian Flores was pretty good on that team too.
He was good, but like he didn't like Tua, and like when you spend a number
He
3
drafted
overall,
Tua.
No, like it came out afterwards that like he didn't want to start Tua, and when you give a couple years to a guy to actually be able to develop and be able to actually make
The owner actually tried to get Brady in there, not him.
Flores didn't like Tua, that's why he ended up leaving.
Okay.
Speaking of Tua, I was trying to segue. Fucking Patriots, fucking losers. Tua didn't really do that much for me this past week. Not that it would have mattered. I needed him and Waddle to combine for about 80 points to beat the big flapping beef curtains because they're 7-0. Holy shit! I don't think we've ever had a team go 7-0. This is new stuff. We'll have to backtrack with our statisticians after the
I
episode.
went
Be able to
10-0
let y'all
last
know.
year after I lost the first 2 games.
Yeah, no one cares, Garrett.
And plus the playoffs, so I actually won
Shut up, Garrett.
15 in a row after
Talking
that?
about starting
Just saying. That's-
starting 7-0.
It's pretty impressive.
Starting
Doesn't
7-0.
count.
Eric, you're halfway there.
Doesn't count when you get all your people from Jensen.
Yeah, typical
2
Patriots
years ago,
fan
I
talking about the
started
past.
7-0.
Okay. Okay. Apparently Greg started 7-0 So, we'll get there later. We'll get there later because there's a record that can be beaten in a special matchup that we have coming up. There's not really a lot to talk about here on my side. I was consistent.
Consistently bad.
No, I did about my average, like right around 100 or whatever. Like, you're going to have to beat me to beat me. But really, nothing on my team right now is, like, scary. Like, it's just, like, the McCaffrey did what I was scared of that was going to happen. It's like, wow, he looks like a lot of fun, but, like, he's in a new offense, and it's going to take a few weeks to get there. Whereas in the Panthers offense, he was the only good player.
Yeah.
So, fantasy-wise, like, he's going to look a lot better on the 49ers. So Peter's, like, having a fucking panic attack. He's going to look better on the 49ers, but stop it.
I actually thought he did pretty well for his first game.
Yep.
He looked like once he gets the whole offense, and he scored 7 points. If he gets the whole offense ahead of him, I think he'll score a lot of points that game.
He looked really well. Really well. He looks really good. I think there's, like, water on him or something.
Yeah.
Okay, so on the other side, Troika's team is hitting at the right time. Like, they look really good.
Brees Hall got hurt though.
How'd Eckler do?
You know, if there's 30 points. Yeah,
So we're going back. We're going back. Tracking.
Yeah.
We're 2-1. We're 2-1 on Eckler doing better than Diggs. Remember last week, Diggs actually did better than Eckler. But yeah, he got 30 points. So I think that's like
Does this
Tomorrow-
week count though? Because Diggs. Well, let's go back because Eckler's on a bye this upcoming week, and Diggs was on the bye this past week. So,
Okay.
well, let's go back to that later.
Jamar Chase has been an absolute fucking stud. I have him in my other league. I love him. He's actually a 2-time Troika champion over here. Might have been because of Michelle last year, but either way. He said Jamar Chase 2 years in a row, and he's looking like a stud all over again. Jimmy G with McCaffrey, does he do better? I don't think he needs him to do better. I think if he hits that 14, 15-point mark every week, like he's going to be fine.
Yeah.
He said Brees Hall got hurt, so who do you plug in? Miles Sanders. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Well,
Jamal
this
Williams, I have my other league. Jamal Williams, like, I'm not convinced DeAndre Swift isn't made of glass. So, like, you'll have to, like, Jamal Williams there if you want to plug him in. And, like, Jamal Williams had 2 fumbles, and he fumbled 1 time on the 1-yard line. So you take that away, that's 10 points, plus the 6 that he would have for touchdown, he would have had 17 points this week. So, I mean, that's like to have a running back like that on your bench to plug in, like you're doing something good. I think in our league it's all about depth after a certain point.
Mm-hmm. Especially this time of the year.
And Troika's got it, and I don't. But you know what, guys, I'll be back. I'm not too worried about where the high risk, high rewards are because that's what I've been saying all season. I'm either gonna lose the rest of my games or I'm gonna make this fun.
What did Barkley get for you this past week?
Like 18. Barkley's been a stud. That's honestly that's what's been keeping me there. McCaffrey and Barkley, like the guys I thought would be in the hospital by now, are actually been making it happen.
100 points going to beat most people.
Yeah, exactly. Score 150 whatever, like you deserve to fucking win.
This game.
Okay,
Yeah.
stop freaking out, computer, please. All right, we got
Probably
This-
the worst showing of all year.
Yeah, this was I won't even call it a tickle fight or a pillow fight. This is just like this is your snooze fest. What do you have? Shohei versus JC. JC got a much needed second win. Shohei lost his 4th game in a row.
Clearly he doesn't give a shit. Only 48 points.
Started James Conner, who we talked about on the podcast, wasn't going to play. Then he started him anyway.
No.
Um,
Maybe you should start watching now. Because then he'll know who's playing and who's not playing.
Dobbs actually did play for
And he, yeah.
for Green Bay. He just they were just miserable.
Yeah.
I want to see
I
more
don't
from
have any-
Shohei. Shohei might have some. He's gonna get a stern talking to from the commissioner, and you know, if he wants to do smart ass bullshit, like then whatever else. I'm not saying like getting kicked out of the league kind of stuff, but like I also don't want people to have a bye week every week.
Yeah.
So it's like, so I'm gonna talk to him. We're gonna have to have a front of the house, back of the house meeting type thing, and figure this shit out because like
I do like.
Shohei's got a decent enough team where like he should be. I need him to pay attention.
In the JC's team, like George Pickens had a great game. Freiermuth had a pretty good game.
Also, JC's it was cooler. It was a present, Todd. I'm taking it with me. It was a present from Holly. It's a green cooler. It means it's in the back of my truck. And it meant enough to him to text me about it. It was,
Did you know Bobby stole that for? You didn't even tell him.
well, yeah, you know, it's a huge deal, right? And then I was like, yo, dude, I mean, like, if you want to come get it, you can get it. It's like, oh, no, like, we'll meet up tomorrow. I was like, where you at, Marines? I'm at Cash's. It's like, I'm not going to, like, go out of my way to, like, bring you your Holly gift, bro.
If it means that much, come get it.
I'm just kidding. honestly, I'm totally kidding. I was actually gonna stop by Cash's or whatever, but I owe Will and Gail money. No, I'm just kidding. That's actually fun. I don't owe Will and Gail money, but no, I got stuck at the walk. I was looking for my dad's hammer, and then Vanessa found it. It was in her car, so she had to meet me up at Wogs. Then I go to my parents' house and meet up with them, in time to get to the podcast, and then Greg was waiting in my driveway, and it was all a big thing. So, JC, tomorrow I will bring you the green Holly cooler. It's actually pretty cool cooler. It's a cool cooler.
It's a cooler.
All right. Well, yeah.
It's a really nice
All right.
cooler.
Take us away on this one, buddy.
Jensen.
Was this game of the week?
No. It would have been if Montgomery never scored. Then it would have been a lot closer at that point. But anyway, yeah, I traded Jensen this week when we were playing our game. We made a trade for Montgomery and can't even freaking remember. I traded Montgomery for someone, and yeah, it actually bit me in the ass later. But
Renfro and
Gesicki.
Yeah.
yeah, and I think it was another person too. But
I thought it was someone.
no, it was
Probably someone starts with a D.
that was Jones.
no, that was this past after the game.
You traded to get Derek Carr back.
No, I had Derek Carr already.
You let him go, and then you got him back.
I never let Derek Carr go.
Okay. That's what happens when there's too many trades in the league. It gets very confusing.
But yeah, Jensen, good win.
Yeah, you traded Jensen. Who traded for Daniel Jones?
I did.
It's on Jensen's team.
Yeah, but we're looking at last week's.
So you got no room.
Did you trade him after the game?
For what?
Yeah.
So he's gonna beat you with Daniel Jones, and then Daniel Jones is just gonna shit the bed for the dude. That's all. Oh god.
Anyway, Jensen, you kicked my ass.
Jensen charges
anyway.
his Tesla battery this week because he's looking good.
But good one, Jensen. I actually thought I actually had a decent week, 92 points. That's the most I've scored in a little while. But I can only do so much. I like the DJ Moore pickup thanks to your dad that dropped him.
Yeah, that was dumb. We got a lot to
Yes.
talk about with the Hitman here in a little bit.
Yeah. But I really like that pickup. Yeah. Damian Harris, no go. But
Ooh, Taylor and Drew are about to come hang. Just got a text from Vanessa. Taylor's got a new boyfriend guy. His name's Drew. She's all about the D, if you know what I mean. Just kidding. Her last boyfriend's name was Daniel. Now she's on Drew, so we'll see. This guy's not as much of a pussy as Daniel, though, so at least we're going in the right direction, you know.
Drew's
He doesn't introduce himself as like, I'm Dan and I'm a Baptist,
He's probably seen Screen and
All
The
of them
Sandlot.
end in defense, so you don't really need
yeah.
to pick.
He wasn't homeschooled, so.
Yeah.
All right, so
It's so funny.
Mahomes alone, big vibes. Gordo came on the show wearing the fucking coat of many colors. We talked him up, talked good about his team. He fucking delivered. Joe Burrow, Kenneth Walker said it on the show. They're about to ball out. Between the two of them, almost matched Michelle's points total. 36, 29, 70 points right there. Michelle scored 80. So these guys are going to be studs for Gordo. I think they're going to keep being studs. I love Kenneth Walker's ability. I thought that the Seahawks was the ceiling for him because Seahawks suck, but they actually look pretty good.
It's almost like seeing Marshawn Lynch on Seattle, isn't it? If you get a good quarterback back there, and
Yeah, absolutely, dude.
I see a new Seattle run here if they get a
Gordo's
defense
got
turned up.
some help coming too. DeAndre Swift's coming back. He just traded Allen Robinson to my dad and Foreman
But for James Robinson, so
for James Robinson. So he's got
is
Swift and
gonna
James
be-
Robinson, and then
The new
Chuba
guy.
Hubbard for however long. Like that's just like a
I think Gordo's got
choose your adventure for the Carolina running backs. You know, like who knows? Like which
Gordo's
one's
got
gonna
good depth, but I think it might hurt him because if he plays Robinson and he still has Swift there, and then
It's going to be your problem.
yeah, he's got too much there.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, whatever. No, that's on him.
I think the story to Michelle's team this week is that she had Bailey Zappi on the bench, and he had 2.9. So I feel like if she starts in, then like things are different, you know.
Yeah.
Get zapped.
Hilarious.
How did you let your mom pick up Bailey Zappi?
Well,
Your team
The whole
name is
week.
Get Zapped.
the whole week. Yeah, okay. I had my name before this was Mac and Cheese, and I never had Mac Jones.
Adam Thielen had the best week of his season on a bye.
Mm.
The Clyde is gonna be okay. Derrick Henry's gonna be good. Mahomes is good. Michelle seems fine. It's
It's just that I mean, you're gonna have those weeks.
exactly. We'll see what the future holds later on. But she's in a lot better spot because she has a good record, so she
Yep.
can afford to drop some games if she needs to. All right. Wade Tripp. Wade did not bench his defense this week.
I think that was a spell that Greg put on him. Don't be a bitch.
We talked about this in depth last week. Greg is now 5-2, second best record in the league. Greg is the witch of our league. He puts voodoo spells on teams. Wade, 77.3 points. Greg, 120. I'll give Greg all credit in the world. 120, that's a great score. Josh Jacobs has been killing it for him. Juju Smith-Schuster has looked good of
He's
late.
been killing it too.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
Juju Smith-Schuster. Wade scored his lowest point total of the season against Greg. Coincidence?
No,
I don't think so either.
I think not.
Focus 3, dude.
No, I mean when you can start Geno Smith and he does pretty good. I mean,
You got 12. It's not bad.
it's not. I mean, it's for his team. That's pretty much what you need to do.
Josh Jacobs is a stud right now. The last 3 weeks, he's gotten
Yeah.
over 30 every single week.
And Juju's been killing it too recently. I think him and Mahomes are starting to connect.
He tried to make a trade. The Hitman told me earlier. This is per the source of the Hitman. Juju Smith-Schuster and Kyle Pitts for Travis Kelce. If Kyle Pitts was actually good, like obviously he's talented, but if he actually put up points, I think that's a decent
If
trade.
he's on a better team,
I think he could get more for Travis Kelce. I think Kelsey's one of the top 5 assets in our league. If you're going to trade him, like you gotta get something better, especially on a team like the Hitmen where they need a win right now. Like you're gonna let go of Kelce for that? Like, no, I don't think so. That's some like Greg watching too much like ESPN plus Fantasy Football Insider bullshit. Like
if you're looking at the hit,
like Winston told me that it's an 87% favor for your dad. Like, or what the fuck you call it? It was a Wilson, Winston. I know that's what you look at.
the IBM.
Yeah, whatever his fucking name is. No, dude, that is not fair. Either way, Greg's
Gates.
If you're
Greg's
gonna
a
trade,
wedge.
if
Like
you're gonna
fucking
trade for a
Wade
tight
started
end-
Jacoby Brissett, bro. Like, oh, but he's projected for 12. Like you
From
really
the outside, the
you
Hitman-
thought that 12, like Jacoby Brissett's gonna get 12. No, he got 4.8. It's fucking Jacoby Brissett. He's on the fucking Browns. Don't trust the Browns unless his name Nick Chubb.
Yep.
We'll talk more about Wade's team later, but you didn't give us anything to really like get excited about this week.
And then there's Pitts.
Okay.
Pitt sucks right now, Greg. Shut up.
This is probably game of the
You're
week.
supposed to be a secret guest, and you're not being a secret.
This is game of the week right here.
Yeah, it was. It was a great game.
Good game.
I think it's a nail in a coffin if we're talking how.
Jerry. I thought Jerry was done 2 weeks ago. I think he's more than 6 feet.
Jerry is the opposite of showy in this aspect. Jerry
He tries and
tried,
still sucks.
put something together. No, check this out. Picked up Andy Dalton, 27 points. Like, look at his team.
All right, so are you gonna rely?
Kamara got 14. Aaron Jones got 24.
Are you gonna rely on Andy Dalton to do that?
So what was the
every single
3-point
week?
difference in this game? My laptop wasn't fucking up. I could figure it out. Sorry. Laptop's being awful. Kenyon Drake was the difference. Oh, yeah, Miko Hardman on the bench for 26. But if he would have started Melvin Gordon, who I traded him, Melvin Gordon instead of Kenyon Drake, Melvin Gordon got 6. Not respectable, but it's 6. He would have won by 4.
Yeah.
And that's
Well,
what
he was
won.
winning actually going into the Bears game. And then Jacoby Myers had that touchdown. And that was
Oh, that's all he got then, because
Yep.
Jacoby Myers only had 10 points.
Yep.
Damn,
So-
that was a hell of a touchdown, too.
Yeah.
That was a hell of a play. I didn't realize that ended this game.
That ended it right there.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. That's a lot to keep up with, man. I'm in 2 leagues. I'm trying to, stop, gun violence and stuff. It's just a lot to keep up with at the same time. We got a story to tell y'all here in a little bit. Maybe after the break.
But yeah, that's a great game.
The first part's gonna be a little shorter than normal. Last part we're gonna try not to drag, but it's gonna be a little bit longer. But so let's get done with these. Congratulations to the Tank. Much deserved,
win.
much needed close win.
Yes. Because he's
Greg was too distracted, putting his powers on Wade, that Tank could not get witched.
he forgot to get witched by,
Yes,
yeah. Anyway,
and he.
you know what I mean.
I know exactly. What
Yeah.
His powers stayed away from the Tank game. Tank pulled it out. His first close win ever, probably. Good for you, Tank. Back on the winner's side.
I don't use my power.
The Hitman, dude. Mark did everything he possibly could to give you a chance in this game. He scored 85 points and still won by a lot. Who was the difference? Who do we always say was going to
The
be
difference is the Buccaneers is the difference.
Ooh.
Brady, Fournette, that is the difference in this game. That's the difference in the next couple weeks. That's the difference so far this year. They haven't showed up at all, and I think I don't know. I keep saying they will, but who fucking knows? Because it's only I believe it's only a matter of time. But as they're playing right now, with injuries still going on and stuff like that,
Stat of the day. For
I don't
you.
know.
Hitman started 4 Bucks players. 8, 14, 18. A combined 18 points.
Yeah.
Travis Etienne, Jacksonville, and Mark's team got 19 by himself. And DeAndre Hopkins, who we talked about in a lot.
That's gonna help Mark later.
It'll show how good Mark's team is.
Yeah.
Got him 16 points first game back. You got Salazar on the bench, 26. You got Gibson's actually look good for Washington running back. So you got depth. So you're not completely stuck with Kareem Hunt. Mark's team future is bright,
Yeah.
and he's another 5-2 team. Don't have to look great right now. Just get it together.
It's just when it matters.
Get your playoff spot and get hot at the right time. Yo, I'm going to take a little bit of time, try to figure out these weird laptop issues. So the second part, we can be prepared and ready for the shenanigans of the 1970s takeover. So, yeah, stay tuned, guys. I'll see you part 2.